Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's this next Armageddon? Let's find out the charts here, shall we? Actually, things might be looking up. Bitcoin has a lot of higher lows here happening. We're going to talk about what that means in today's episode and look at Ethereum as well and the Bitcoin dominance like we usually do and figure out what to do next with this horrible situation, really. It's like, 20K again? Really? Bitcoin has never done that before. Come back to its previous all-time high and look at it. Well, the good news is, I really find it very difficult to believe that Bitcoin would, stay around here for very long and probably be a lot higher than the 20K by December of this year, because hey, you know what? That would also be the first time that that would be a 4 year, like 2017, 5-year cycle, over a 5-year cycle. You have not profited by purchasing Bitcoin, at any point in the 5-year cycle. So over a 5-year period. So that would be very interesting, right? If we break that tradition with Bitcoin, that hey, within this 5 years span, you are in profit, right? You bought here, 5 years later, you're in profit. Can't believe that could get broken coming this December timeframe. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, wait a minute, 2017, it was 20K. Well, no, dude. Around this time, I remember it was around 2000, getting into the $2,000 area in 2017. And I remember people were doing videos back, I think it was in August, where somebody was like, I'm going to dump everything into Bitcoin. And then September at 5K, JP Morgan comes out and says, if anybody buys Bitcoin, I'm firing him. I'm just going to kill people. And his daughter's like, I've got Bitcoin, Dad. You can find me. Anyhow, I'm going to digress and get onto the charts. Let's just do that right now. Okay. So, as I've said, we see that there is a clear, higher highs on higher lows, right? So we're going to do the higher lows first, and then you can see there is some sort of hopefully expanding wedge. Now this is like a megaphone. This is pretty difficult to trade because this thing continues higher, can continue higher as it expands, right, out. So we can see this bounce between these areas as time goes on. This is a difficult trade. These are difficult trades to make because sometimes it goes halfway and then come back. It doesn't always go all the way to the top of this big megaphone that it's creating, right? So it's creating what? Okay, so let's take a look what we can find, right? So let's look at obviously we're seeing some support and resistance levels come into play. So once it was broken, right, you can see these two supports were pretty much ignored. They coming into effect as we come back to retest the bottom here. And so Bitcoin, right, we bounced off the bottom here, and we should be heading a little bit higher, but let's see, we're having troubles at the 13 EMA. Looking at let's just take a look at the fib, see if this thing's we did come to the 38.2, and you can see there is some resistance there. Going down to a lower time frame because the price market is moving very fast here. We're having problems breaking through. If we can stay above the 13 EMA on the 15-minute, things would look up. But honestly, I have to say that this is not looking good. This fractal downwards movement should, you could call this a railroad track, even though there's 3 candles here. These 2 candles could represent a failure, and this is a confirmation of the failure. So we are looking at more downside, probably, if you want to take the risk here of an upward movement, which the Hail Mary, right? Because there's very low risk here. You can see if we were to do this Hail Mary, right, you're talking about 0.07% risk, right? So you can always take this 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio and see if it continues higher, right? You can move the stop to break even or to halfway point, and then boom, you can see where this thing takes you, because there's not much room here for it for you to lose a lot of money. So it's a really easy trade, and a trade that could give you a lot of potential bang for your buck, because if this thing continues even if you count this, it continues higher to the top of the megaphone, right? You can see that there's a lot of potential. But if you just want to be conservative, you can come up to the 61.8 and then take profits there, and that's a almost 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So worth the try. No guarantees from the management. These things do fail a lot. So, but when it does hit, it hits very, very big. Let's head over to Ethereum. But before we do, make sure you join the World Series trading competition. Links are in the description below, or you can just join by typing in SOT.DaVinciJ15.com, and that will take you to the site where you can actually join up, right? We have a cute name for our team, so make sure you join up our cool team. And then we'll have some fun. Okay, so yeah, and it's free. I mean, come on. In this downward market, right? If things are doing badly, why don't you just sign up and hopefully we win, and then you get some free money. I mean, come on, sign up. Go ahead, try it out, and maybe we'll win. And then it's free money. It's worthwhile, right? It's worth your effort to just go quickly and click on this and then sign up, right? So go ahead, do that today. Okay, let's head over to the Ethereum and see what Ethereum has got cooking today. Ethereum, it's doing the same thing a little bit. Let's see here. We're on the 4 hours, so let's just go down to a shorter time frame, and so that we can see it. Right, we can see that there is not quite the higher low that we'd like, but we can still count these lows as higher lows. So we're still in at least a decent position, as long as we don't break. Ethereum does not break this level here, which is the $1,050 mark. So if we don't do that, we're in a decent position for Ethereum to continue moving upwards. Looking at this from the candle bodies, that's a good perspective. You can see that we have bounced off of the previous candle bodies of this low here. So could mean that we could go higher, but we gotta stay above that. Again, you can take you can do the Hail Mary trade here. Hail Mary trades, right? It's an easy one, like very low percentage of losses if you were to do this. So you can go higher leverage, of course, but make sure that you know what you're doing. If you're going higher leverage, so I suggest most people just, if you're new to this, right, just, do 2-to-1, 3-to-1 or something like that before you go into higher leverages. Really, this is perfect for, a 25x, where you can go and you can see if this thing can run a little bit higher. It's perfect for that kind of trading. So let's go for it and see what happens, right? And then you can always, set your stop to break even once we get to the target, and then see how high this thing can go, and then maybe even move your stops up. Yeah, so there it is. Nice, perfect trade. Now, what you could do is help you with this thing is to turn on your Rockin Brainer indicator to help you decide if, hey, you know what, is this going to be a buy? You can see that on the hourly, we're still in a buy zone, so that is positive. The 15 minutes is a little bit negative there, but yeah, there was a clear buy and it went up there. So we are doing very well, and if you're interested in the Rockin Brainer indicator, you can check it out at payments.rockinbrainer.io today. Okay, crypto bubbles is still looking like blue on the dollar side, right? Amazingly enough, Bitcoin side we have some lots of green, which is great. If you're collecting more Bitcoin, you're doing very well. Okay. Amazing how far we've fallen, right? We've fallen through a lot of support levels like it wasn't even there. I'm surprised this support level at 44.75 did not hold. And same with 44.75. And I'm so shocked that we're below it. This is quite a turn of events for the dominance. And it doesn't do that. It we go down with the ship. The altcoins go down with the ship, but you could say that it kind of did because they didn't go down as much as as Bitcoin did. So that's the difference. Okay. Alrighty. Well, anyone who's using the little latest strategy, they're doing very, very well. So, how do we think that this Armageddon for Bitcoin is over? Right? It's not 100%. We still have a 40% chance of dropping below this $17,500 mark, and headed straight down to some supports around 15 maybe or something like that before we go down all the way to like 12, 13 or something like that. That would be horrible, especially if we head to the 88.6. This is like, oh my God, terror, absolute terror. It's terror, right? There's the banking system is terrorizing us if they do that, right? So, but hey, we're still in a moving upward trend, so that would be positive. Okay, well, remember, right? You want to start collecting your Bitcoin, buying right here. I mean, heck, you don't know if we're gonna go lower, right? These are very low valuations right now. It's time to start collecting, buying some more Bitcoin. I know I am. I hope you are too, because Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and watch the next episode, which is going to be my news rant. Cheers.